Welcome everybody to our 6th Furnishing Frenzy. We are going to have a quick build housing challenge here today where our 3 challengers are going to make something fun and creative out of just a bundle of furnishings, and they don't even know what they are yet. So we're going to unveil those in a moment. We do have our 3 challengers here in the Spicy Stadium. The Furnishing Frenzy Stadium. We are going to start here in just a moment. We do have our 3 challengers here. They do not know what is in these spheres, but hidden within is what they have to work with today. So what I'm going to do right now is I am going to give them all the decorator permissions. I didn't want them peeking, so we're going to go ahead and change the decorator permissions, and then we'll have them peek inside their spheres. Okay, so we have our 3 challengers here. We will introduce them in just a moment. So go. Lift your spheres. But don't build yet. Okay, lift your spheres. They should each be able to lift the sphere. Okay, they've moved that. Oh, lovely, lovely. These bright lights. Love it, love it. Okay, so we'll introduce these 3 furnishings here. It is Orsinium Celebration, which just started yesterday, goes on for the next 12 days. So, I was a little inspired by that. We have Orsinium furnishings, we have Orcish furnishings, we have a statue, we have a very tall pillar brazier, and we have a lovely mirror. It's blinding. It's kind of like Eye of Sauron here with so many of them. These are bright. These are actually taller than this. I had to shrink them down a little bit to make them fit in the sphere. So, there we go with the Orcish theme. Any questions? Any questions? No build yet. No build yet. Alright, don't use the sphere. And you have 40 of each, 40 of each, 40 of each. Okay, they are excited. They're ready to go. Okay, we'll start in 20 seconds. Start in 20 seconds. We have 3. We have our 3 challengers. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move these spheres out of the way so they aren't tempted to build with them. That is not part of it. That's just the basket. Okay, they're hidden. Okay, we have our 120 furnishings that they're working with today. Okay, starting in 10. Starting in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go! Go! 30 minutes are up on the clock there. There we go. We have 30 minutes. Our challengers only have 30 minutes to make something fun and creative out of these 3 furnishings. Well, it's 40 of each of the 3 furnishings, so it ends up being 120 total this week. Keep it... Oh, refresh the browser. Just lost all the chat. That's okay. Okay, so go ahead. Go. They are building. We'll get a better look of these. So one thing is... First thing that GrandmaGamer has done here is kind of pulled the pillar out so you can maybe see a little bit more of what this is like. It's a lot taller. And there it goes. It's being incorporated here. Let's go ahead and introduce our 3 challengers here today. First up we have Praelias. This goes by Prey, I think. We have Praelias. You may know Praelias from the Divine Design Alliance Guild. Amazing housing guild here on the PC NA server. You know that she's entered a lot of our previous housing contests, or I've toured a lot of her homes from DDA. And Prey says, I like to just hang out and chat with everyone. Mainly, Prey does solo RPing while taking different tunes that must have multiple costumes and outfits customized to the specific tunes through the same quests over and over again in the game. So, very heavily into the RPing side of things. Prey is currently working on making at least one house customed for each of their 12 tunes that live to make me gold doing daily crafting writs. So, Prey made 12 alt characters just to, do the writs to make gold, but now kind of backfilling that, actually making a story for them and homes for them to live in, right? Oh no, Prey's done. Praelias is done already. Uh-oh, I guess this is how Praelias RPs just gets exhausted. They're just taking a little cat nap, a little quick power nap. They were overwhelmed by the contest here. Oh no, I hope she can be okay. This is eating into her build time. So, oh, hope she'll recover. Praelias says, I do a handful of large work-in-progress houses that keep her distracted because all their friends want to run a trial and or dungeon, or the most important distraction of looking at other houses and seeing the amazing work their friends have done. So, yes, getting inspiration from your friends, and then you can one-up them, right? No, I mean, you can get the inspiration and go and incorporate that into your own home, make it RP friendly. So, Praelias, serious RPer here. Probably planning. Yes, our 3 challengers here today did not know what was in the spheres when they started, so the furnishings were a surprise to them. They actually have to come up with something on the fly to actually execute as far as making a build out of this. And then it's just a matter of figuring out what they want to do, visualizing what they want to do, and don't use the bushes. Just the 3 furnishings. Just the 3 orky things. Okay. They want to use other furnishings. They're like, but that's a constraint. They just have those 3 furnishings to work with. We have the statues, we have the pillars, and we have the mirrors this week. Okay, and next up we have Changuita. Changuita says... They set an alarm for this. They were very excited. Changuita has been playing ESO since beta and loves all the details, the little things that you have to find without a quest, just by wandering about. Changuita says, I love housing for pretty much the same reason. Loving to create little details and see all the creative, unique creations of others. And Changuita does housing design on a commission basis as well, though far less often than they get asked to. But mostly they trade for cool luxury furnishings that they've missed, so may be willing to work for luxury furnishings. That's funny. Or crystals, especially crystals. They like the crystals. And that'll do it. So maybe we can see some of Changuita's designs on future housing hikes. That'd be cool. Okay, so we'll see what they come up with. Okay, and our 3rd challenger here, get them introduced. GrandmaGamer. GrandmaGamer does stream a bit. Let me do a shout out on Twitch for this. Grandma the Gamer. There we go. Okay, a little bit about GrandmaGamer. She has slowly been working on her Hall of the Lunar Champion and trying to figure out how to use the Essential Housing Tools add-on better. And GrandmaGamer says, Cry Havoc 101 has been a great help in explaining it to me with the detail that they need. So, yeah, Cry Havoc is also a streamer and really helpful with, Essential Housing Tools add-on, which is an amazing add-on as far as being able to take items and group them together and move them together and make them into geometric shapes and add visual effects and add scenes and animations and what have you. She does everything. It also has an essential housing hub. You can open up your house to the community with it. And yeah, anyway, you can do tons with essential housing tools. Okay, so Traffic 101, another good person to follow on Twitch. Okay, and GrandmaGamer says that her aspirations are to eventually own every crafting recipe in the game. That may take a while. Yeah, it would take a while. It can be pretty expensive. Looking forward to some of the changes coming with Scalebreaker in just a couple days, where you can get your Clockwork City furnishing plans a lot more readily, and your Eleanor style furnishing plans too, because both those are going to show up on the Rip Voucher vendor. Okay, and I think that will do. Okay, so we have our 3 challengers here, well underway, 7 minutes in. Now let's talk a little bit. Okay, they're strategizing. They're figuring out what they can make. Go, all 3. Yes. The mirror. It's kind of like a ladder. Interesting using these pillars to make taller pillars, huh? Okay, a little bit about our 3 furnishings here today. So we do have the 3 Orcish Furnishings. Interestingly enough, coincidentally enough, or maybe not so coincidentally, you can get all of these Orcish Furnishings right now from the event ticket vendor, the impresario that pops up every time there's an event where you can get your event tickets, building up towards getting your Indrik unlocked or other things. With the Orsinium Celebration event, they added Maelstrom weapon style pages. And they added Orc Furnishings, but they are bound if you buy them this way. This time we are using craftable ones. These are all craftable today. We do have the pillar, the Orcish Brazier. Does require 8 mundane runes. That's going to be the bulk of the cost on this. So overall, this costs about 3K to craft.
Moo.
Thermatico with a moo and a resub. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you and welcome. And I hope you're enjoying the finishing frenzy. Thank you so much. So we have 40 of each of these pillar Orcish Braziers. And they look nice, and they're pretty big here, right? So very tall, very bright, especially when you stack them up together. Lots of moves in chat. Thank you, thank you. Oh, no. Is that... Somebody just stole all the spheres. My spheres... Prey is using magic carpet. I hope... I guess Prey wanted a better up-top view. Using the magic carpet add-on allows you to fly up, and the sphere is something that is used as a magic carpet. I will fix that later. We'll not worry about that for now. There was a 13-second chat delay, just so you know. Okay, that's good to know. Ember Fur, good to see ya. Omnivore, good to see ya. Okay, we're all good? Okay, our other furnishings. So we have the pillar, really tall, really bright, really good for that, kind of cold, orky feel, right? Especially if you actually want some light. So pretty good staple furnishing. Does cost about 3K to craft on the PCNA server, given all the mundane runes. Our next furnishing is the mirror. The mirror does have a metal plate on one side, does just have a wooden feel on the other side. So these are actually ridiculously cheap to craft. Though for each of these you do have to learn how to craft them. And so the pillar is a alchemy item. It's a formula. The mirror is also an alchemy formula. And the statue is a blacksmithing. No. It's a enchanting praxis. So you have to learn each of these, and then you can craft them. You can craft a lot of them. This Orcish Mirror is like really, really cheap to make. It only costs about 600 gold to craft on the PCNA server. Main thing here is just it requires a little bit of heartwood, but overall it's like 600 gold for a really cool looking mirror. They'll tend to be a bit of a premium on the guild traders if you don't have it learned though. So maybe expect to pay like 2K for it on the guild traders. Okay, and then our third furnishing is a really cool one. There are not very many craftable statues. There actually will be some new ones coming up with Scalebreaker, which will be good. There's a good Khajiit statue will be craftable. Anyway, that's just coming up next week, so I'm a little looking forward to that. Anyway, we have the Orcish Statue, Strength. Really robust, kind of metal-looking statue. Does require 12 mundane runes to craft this, and that's going to be the bulk of the cost on this. Does require 3 Rakuda because it's an enchanting praxis, and it's purple, so all purple praxi require the 3 Rakuda. And so overall craft cost on this is about 5,000 gold on the PCNA server. Prices on EU for all of these would be slightly cheaper. So 3K for this, 600 gold for this, 5K for this. So definitely affordable, especially if you just need like a statue for your home, right? And just realize that you can get these like super cheap, or you can get these from the event ticket merchant right now with the Orsinium celebration going on right now. Oh, the sphere is fixed. Thank you. Okay, so let's get a handle on what each of our 3 challengers is making. Now, having the statue is kind of like throwing them a curveball, because do you use the statue as is, just kind of filling in as people, right? Or do you use them not as statues? I mean, The goal here is to show off some creativity or just other ways of thinking of things. Or, you know, you can place the statues within the pillars and the mirrors in a creative way. So, like right here, we have a platform being built up. Maybe it's like a dueling arena. They look to be at odds with one another. Ooh, I like the... Ooh, this is like a cool platform, right? You know, using the pillars side by side, you get this really cool rocky texture. Okay, I'll try not to get it in their hair too much, but that's a really cool platform made out of those braziers, right? Mick says, I have used that pillar brazier as just a pillar. Turn the light off and hide the top in the roof. Yes, the one thing that's actually really useful about this pillar brazier, which is if it looks really tall and intimidating, you know, you just shrink it down. You just like shove it into the ground until it's the size that you want, so it can be as tall as it can be, right? Or it can be this tall, or you could even sink it all the way down so that you're actually like looking down at the brazier. So yeah, it can be any height that you want as long as you can sink it into the ground. So that's a really good way to do that. And Mick says, if hidden skillfully, you can just have the shield showing if you want a shield to hang on the wall. Oh, that's a really cool thing to do with the statue, right? There aren't really too many like armor and gear pieces in the game, so that are furnishings, right? So if you take the statue and you sink it into a wall, and then kind of like, you know, it'll be at an angle, so you kind of straighten it up, and then yeah, you just get a really cool looking shield in your wall, right? Because that sticks out a little bit. Or if you just want the sword sticking out, you could probably make that work too. Just have a sword sticking out of like your kitchen counter or whatever. So coming up with creative uses for these. Or you could sink his whole thing down and just have his head poking out of something, right? Lots of things that you can do creatively with these. Or you could just turn the whole thing upside down and then you have a nice little circular platform. Mystical, send me a mail for our housing hike. We will be doing our regular housing hike right after this. That's just going to be casually touring some player houses. I only have about 5 right now, so I could squeeze in an extra one. So that'll be good. That'll be good. Yeah, after this is over, after the Furnishing Frenzy time is up, what we'll do is we'll have each of our challengers let us know what they've each created. We can speculate right now, right? What they each made, but we'll see what they do. 15 minutes gone. 15 to go. Time is halfway gone. They each seem to have something that they're going towards now, though. Ooh, this kind of has like a castle-y effect too, right? Kind of building up. Looks intimidating. Looks like maybe you have soldiers up on the walls. Or it looks like a dueling tournament. You know, the orcs statues themselves kind of look very, very stoic and battle ready, right? It's a tough combo of items. It always is. That's kind of thing. Oh, so yeah, like look, this has like a good circular base too. Could always just flip it around, get good stepping stones, right? So, ooh, interesting. Kind of making like a chair effect out of these. Now, it's kind of difficult because the shape of these is like these bases are kind of big, but hey, this nearly works as like chairs. Huh? These actually have like a good rocky texture on the bottom. I haven't really seen people use these as platforms before. You know, you could actually probably line those up in an interesting way and make a platform out of them. So, yeah, don't be afraid to twist things around or turn them upside down or put them at angles or sink them into the ground or into a wall or into the ceiling, right? So, get creative with the furnishings. There's already so much that you can do with housing, and then you start to kind of think creatively about things and in 3 dimensions, and you can do so much more with it. It's really fun. Could turn the braziers into big cannons. They kind of look like that here, don't they? Given the kind of warlike aspect of this, these nearly feel like oil that could be poured down, right? kind of get creative with how you place things. It's looking good. It's looking good. Everelia says, JHart, the frenzy I participated in with the 4 lines fountains inspired me to actually build in one of my homes. Oh, good. Yeah, Everelia had participated in our Furnishing Frenzy the other week where we had the 4 lions fountains and the meditation rings. That was really fun. Everelia ended up winning that one with her bathhouse, right? I believe that's how that went down. They all did an amazing job. Oh, by the way, at the end of this, we will have the winner decided by means of a Twitch poll. So let me make sure that we get that all set up. Let's see, we have Praelias, who is making... Ooh, I like the braziers, kind of just like kissing each other right there. Gives a cool, nearly like a Daedric kind of sharp feel to it, right? It's looking good. I'm liking the creative pillars there. And way up in the sky there, we have Changuita. Adding to this platform. I like the ramp made out of mirrors. I mean, this is something that you can do with a lot of things that have collision, right? Make it challenge mode. Probably use something like Essential Housing Tools to straighten that out if you wanted it to be like perfect, right? But given the time constraints, I don't think that's going to happen. But it's functional as is. Looks good. Looks good. Make a rock biter out of the pillars. Hey, you could. I mean, there are a lot of good boulders and things in the game, too. You could definitely make something like that. Other people in Twitch chat thinking about what they would be doing with some of these furnishings. I'm going to hide this. Let's just kind of move it out of the way a little bit. There you go. Still clickable if they want access to it. And we have GrandmaGamer making some sort of a ring. They seem very active. These statues seem very active. It nearly feels like a game of musical chairs is the feel I'm getting from it. It may not be anything like that, but I can just imagine them all going around in a circle around the couple of available chairs here. It may not be that at all, but maybe it's just a council here, right? Maybe it's just important orcs meet here. It could just be that. Kind of getting a cool throne vibe out of these mirrors with the bottoms of the pillars, though. I like the creativity, though. Could just be, yeah, could just be a meeting place. I like them. You know, orc leaders play musical chairs too, right? And then whoever doesn't get a seat. Oh, we're no longer going to be an orc leader. Okay. They kind of look like vanities. Oh, they kind of do. Could maybe, you know, I've actually seen people use these mirrors a lot, just in various vanities. So you can put 1 or 2 or 3 of these up next to like a desk, right? Kind of at the back, and then you put things like perfume bottles, and maybe like a bowl, and like various dyes or cosmetic items. Some of the new elsewhere mirrors and things they could put down there as like vanities. Yeah, these mirrors are really good, and they're super cheap. So if you have a vanity for your bedroom or for your bathroom, then these mirrors make a really good addition to that, right? Okay, we're at, oh man, we don't have a lot of time left. It's going fast. Up and up and up. Oh. Changuita is building up even higher. I wasn't expecting that. Giving kind of like a fortress vibe here. Nearly feels like Helroth Citadel, the trial. Below the war horn and all these come charging at you. Oh yeah, there's like multiple layers here. And again, like making these platforms out of the pillars. That's creative. We'll see how high up it goes. They don't have a lot of time left. It's about 7.5 minutes left. So many pillars. Oh, this is a challenging week. It's fun to see them come up with something despite the difficulty of it. Cry Havoc assures me that musical chairs is best played in the original Orcish. Maybe we'll see. We'll see how this progresses. Putting on those final touches. So they have to, at this point, they kind of have to have their blueprint down, right? And now it's a matter of cleaning it up, adding those details, trying to win over the hearts and minds of our Twitch audience here. Stavity says that orcs just say orc, 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 orc over and over again. I don't think that's lore friendly. They're basically like Pokemon. They just say orc over and over again. But they can emote it really well, right? So you can tell if it's a sad orc or if it's a happy, excited orc. They're nice and happy when they win a battle or when they see their friends. And they're sad when their friends leave. That sounds about right. Like Groot. Yes, orcs are basically like Groot. Except for they can't say I am. I am orc. No, that's too complicated. No, we'll keep lore friendly here. They just say orc. No, orcs have a rich and vibrant culture and a deep history and lore, right? And a very distinctive furnishing style. Very, very cold and robust with the metalwork. Mostly metal and wood. And rock. Bit of rock. They stink. How can you tell that they stink? Have you ever smelled an orc? I mean, I haven't, so you start to make assumptions one way or the other. Well, I guess I did keep the orc in a ball here. I just kind of unleashed them, so maybe there is something to that. Okay. All the orcs in Twitch chat are affirming that orcs do indeed stink. Okay. Just to be roleplay friendly here. Okay, we're at 5 minutes left. 5 minutes is going quickly. Okay, let's see what each of them has been up to. This is still feeling like musical orc chairs. A little bit. Oh, there's that hidden... The sunk shield. That's fun, that's fun. Oh, and thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow from... Mystery follower. 1 second. Get my Streamlabs up. I didn't have it up for some reason. That's okay. Hey, no, you can't use a sphere. I'll have to get rid of the sphere by the time it's all over. Thank you, TBNR Cactus Jones with the follow. Thank you. Welcome to our Furnishing Frenzy. Time is running out quickly. 4 minutes remain. Wait, does this spell something? Prey is using the pillars, lining them up. We have... Huh. Is it like a catapult? What is going on here? What is... I can imagine this being like a lever, right? So we have like the fulcrum here, and then you have like the orcs here, sitting down here, and maybe it just like flings them, right? Does it just fling them? Like over an enemy fortress wall? I think I'm misreading this. Frey doesn't have a lot of time left. M for Malakath. That could be. Homage to Malakath. Orc Trebuchet. Yeah, I'm liking the idea of like a Trebuchet. Don't have a counterweight though. It could be thumb wrestling. Oh, we had all these nice pillars, and now they're starting to be deconstructed. It seems like Prey has changed her mind last second, trying to make something work. No, it does. It definitely is looking like a trebuchet, or like a hammer. Hammer would make sense. Oh no, I don't want to try to make her go in one direction. Only 2.5 minutes left. Or maybe it's just like a swing, right? Where you just kind of like swing back and forth, just kind of having fun time with it, right? Maybe it's a trebuchet. I don't think it's spelling anything. I think it's looking more and more, or it looks kind of like an oil rig that the orc statues are having some fun on. Swinging back and forth. 2 minutes remain. Time is almost up. Or less than 2 minutes remain. I don't have much of a chat delay, actually. I have a 1 second delay. Amazingly. came in like a wrecking ball. Exactly. Swinging back and forth there. The Orc Council seems to continue to grow. It's enlarging. More and more high-profile orcs showing up. I don't think there's enough seating to go around. Might be doing several rounds of musical chairs here. It's croquet. Oh, it could be croquet. We'll figure it out. To avoid confusion, once all the building is over, each of our challengers here will let us know what they've created or what inspired them. Could be artistic. And then we'll go from there. Ooh, we have like a floating ooh, the floating platform up there kind of gives us like a Cold Harbor feel to it, right? Kind of like magically just kind of floating up there. Maybe gravity is weird here. You can kind of imagine this as like various platforms in a fortress. Orc style does have a distinctive kind of fortressy look to it, right? Oh, we're up at 30 seconds. Last details. last details. Oh my goodness. Time is almost up. Oh my goodness. It's not enlarging, it's embiggening. It could be both. No, sphere is not used. It's just those three finishings. Okay, so final countdown here. Oh man, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it is over. It is over. Okay, so let me know what you have each created or what inspired you. Okay, and then we'll go through this. We'll analyze these in great detail. And we'll have the Twitch chat vote on the winners, and then we'll wrap it up there. Okay, so just going through this again, we had our three furnishings. We had our Orcish pillars. Okay, specifically Orcish Brazier pillar. We have Orcish Statue strength. And we have the mirror. We have Orcish Mirror peaked. If you want to go buy these on the Guild Traders or go learn the furnishing plans for these, all three of these are craftable. Our three challengers got to use 40 of each of the three items. So 120 furnishings to work with in only 30 minutes. And we had our three challengers here. We had Praelias, we had GrandmaGamer, and we had Changuita. And, okay, we're going to go analyze these. Okay, let's start here with, oh, there we go. Praelias, oh, okay, I'm glad this came together. We were getting a lover fulcrum-y feel from this, right? I'll clean this up a little bit so we can get a screenshot later. It is an orc amusement park. Amusement ride. It is called the Orc Hammer. I buy it. So, let's get a good view of this. So, you can just imagine... Oh, man, yeah. I love the pillar in the middle. Pillars, right? You can imagine this swinging back and forth, and maybe every once in a while, we'll do full rotations. Make you sick. Looks kind of fun. It looks like they're having fun. Oh, man, it looks like they have to, brace themselves, though. Okay, so we have the Orc Hammer amusement ride. No safety restraints. Yeah, it looks frightening. It's, you know, it's a centrifugal force keeps you there, right?
Thank you.
And Gosubei with that sub. Thank you so much for that 7-month streak. Thank you so much. Hope you're enjoying the Furnishing Frenzy. We are getting into the judging of this. So we have Praelias has the Orc Hammer. Okay, next up we have Changuita. Oh, wait. Okay. Let's Okay, what is it? Okay, inspired by the orcs and Malakath, Changuita made a death temple, which for orcs means you have to be able to die. Oh. I'm always able to die. I don't... Okay, it's a death temple, orcish death temple. Maybe that makes sense. I was getting some Helra Citadel vibes from this. So we have an orc death temple. Maybe this is what you have to face before you go to Orky Heaven. Orky Heaven? I don't know orc death culture or afterlife beliefs. Is it? It's not also Sovngarde, is it? I don't. You just join Malakath in the afterlife. Oh no, I don't know my orc lore. It's like various stages, like maybe based off of your heroism and mighty deeds, you get to progress up and up to different layers here. So it's like a depiction of like the orc afterlife. And then here we have maybe filling in for Malakath in the fiery brazier there. Yes, I can imagine. I can see the resemblance here. The great battlegrounds of Malakath. Okay, thank you. So we'll fight our way here. And then just kind of pretend this is Malakath. I think it's a good idea to put the statue in the flaming brazier, really kind of saying more powerful, right? And a little supernatural. Daedric Prince. Orc lore and 7 years ago. Okay, that's okay. So we have a depiction of the orcish death temple, kind of maybe some afterlife orky battlefields lore going on with this, with Malakath being represented up at the top, very tippy top. Okay, and our and our third Okay, asking GrandmaGamer what she made. Okay, GrandmaGamer says this is an orc leader or king's dressing room. He has to have plenty of viewing places. Okay, so we have a dressing room. I can kind of imagine the orcish king here coming in here and dressing up, having a good look at himself here in the mirrors, maybe striking different poses. Now, I can kind of imagine this multiple ways. I can imagine this being like, this is how the Orc King looks in like just imagine these all being decked out in slightly different attire. Like this battle armor has like gold trim, but this one has silver trim, and this one has, you know, the fancy shoulder pieces, or this one has like different heavy boots for the terrain that they might have to be going into, you know, so like your dress blues or whatever. So just all on different armor racks here on display, and the Orc King can be like, I want to wear this one today. I'm feeling particularly royal today. And then the Orcish King can come and check himself out in the mirrors. All the mirrors are for all the right angles. Yeah, you pick the angle that you decide, the angle that makes you look the best. Orc King, right? Orc King will be like, ooh, this one makes it look like I need to work out more. Ooh, but this one up here, that really shows off my My good angle. Good strong chin. Does it make your butt look big? Hopefully, right? Okay, so we'll get our chat to vote on these. Let's get this, and then we'll look at these really briefly again. Okay, so we have... Okay, orc... Okay, we had... Praelias had the orc hammer ride. GrandmaGamer had the dressing room, and Changuita had the orc death temple. They all kind of stuck with the orcish theme. Seems to be appropriate for the Orsinium celebration. So we'll get the poll here. I'm going to post this in the Twitch chat right now, and our Twitch chat people will have just like a minute to get their votes in. So who did the best? Who did the best? Was it Praelias with the orcish amusement ride, the orc hammer? You can imagine this being a fun ride, going back and forth, or maybe doing whole loops here, getting your quiz game on. It looks fun. It looks maybe not OSHA approved. It looks it'll be okay. It'll be okay. It's worth it. It's a joyride. And, or was the winner Changuita with the Death Temple. Going up, maybe facing your enemies in the battlefields. Only the most honorable can progress, and if you die, if Malakath wills it, then so be it. Join him in the afterlife. Hopefully not butchering the lore too much, but it seems to be the gist of it. Okay, and then we'll pray to Malakath here. Pray for strength. Okay, or is the winner GrandmaGamer with the noble dressing room? Go in here with some privacy with the walls there. Get your best armor on. Get nice and tidied up and look at yourself in the mirror, and, you know, you have to be ready to give a good
thank you
speech to the troops, or, you know, do a ribbon cutting ceremony for whatever leaders do, orcish leaders do. They have important things to do. And eat and drink. Alnivore with the sub. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much. Okay, and... Okay, Twitch chat, just a couple more seconds to vote in the poll, and then we're going to look and see who wins. Hope everybody voted. Okay, and our winner of the 6th Furnishing Frenzy using Orcish Furnishings is... I'm going to look at the results right now. I haven't looked at them. The winner is... Praelias with the Orc Hammer Ride. Oh, I always like how it's always like divergent. Like everybody always gets votes. People have different takes on what they think qualifies as the best. But there we go. Overall, Praelias wins with the Orc Hammer Ride. I think a couple things are really cool about this, like the pillars kind of like stacked up together. You get a pretty nice look there, and you even get light coming through there. Even like you can see the light coming through the little holes in the metalwork, so it kind of spotlights it a bit, and then you get this really cool fun ride. Don't think I would dare go on it. Maybe. Okay, congrats to Praelias. Okay, we'll wrap up here. Okay, so as a winner, Praelias will get a big bundle of these Orcish Furnishings. Our other two challengers here today will get a slightly smaller bundle, but they'll get something. That'll be good. So congrats, Praelias, and thank you to our other two challengers here today as well, GrandmaGamer and Changuita. Thank you so much for doing this. I know it's a challenge. Only 30 minutes to make something fun and creative out of the furnishings. I think they did a fun job here, right? Okay, so we will continue to do this Furnishing Frenzy every Friday evening. If you're on PCNA server, give me a mail in-game at JHartEllis if you'd like to be a challenger.
Tai.
Jagger Wolf with a thank you. Thank you so much. So, maybe Jagger Wolf, you can come compete next week. That would be good. whoever wants to. We'd like to see new faces, or if you've done it before and you want to give it another go, just let me know. So, either way, it can be a challenge getting the 3. I think it's a bit intimidating because it is a big challenge, but don't be afraid. Our challengers here today went into this, just jumped in with both feet and had fun with it and did a good job. So thank you so much. Okay, and I hope that this has kind of demonstrated some of the fun and creative things that you can do with the various furnishings in the game. These are relatively affordable furnishings. These are just craftable, especially this mirror. It's only like 600 gold. So you can get some fun furnishings. You can play around with them, kind of use them in ways that maybe aren't so straightforward, right? And like making a platform out of those pillars was kind of fun. Or, just even like sinking them into the ground or putting them back to back or using them in fun and creative ways.
Woot, love the channel. Thanks, boss.
Slay one. Thank you so much. Okay, so yeah, and have fun with the Orsinium celebration as it continues for the next week and a half. And then, yeah, lots of fun, cool things happening with ESO right now. So have fun with housing, have fun with ESO, enjoy it, and stay spicy. Moo.